name's Celine. I am currently in college right now studying film and television production, and the goal is, or the thing I'm most interested in is cinematography, for sure, yeah, so. You know, it all kind of started with just a general passion for it. Like, you know, since I could walk, it was like holding a camera. That was kind of it. You know, any excuse to just film anything. It didn't matter. And then that kind of progressed, and I joined a film school or film club in school, and that was the real drive for getting involved and pursuing it in college for sure. And then even just went on to run that club eventually. And doing works through that, and also in your spare time, you know, filming and just entering anything you can into festivals and just working with other people, your friends, even if it's as a joke, just always doing it, you know, keeps that drive going. And through that film club as well and through school, I've even done projects with like RTE, which was great to get that experience at a young age, you know. And I'm even on the Angelus actually as well. So the people at Angelus, so yeah, you can see me there on Fridays. But just getting involved in everything, and I think that that's what led me to where I am today. Yeah, so the biggest thing about this industry is it's very male dominated, and I you know, I'm no different from that. I've seen firsthand experience of that. The film club I talked about, I was the only girl there. I was the only girl for ages, and it was all about trying to get people involved and get more women involved, I think, in general, because it's something I didn't have for a long time. But then I found, when I went to college, I actually found some girls that I'm very, very close with now, who they've just become my role models. You know, I know they're my peers, but they're above and beyond everything I could imagine. I love working with them, and I know it doesn't matter. Like, I'm very happy to work with guys. I think they're brilliant, you know. But there is something about having other women in, you know, the same industry you're in, that you can kind of share that experience with through, you know, a female's perspective, which is brilliant. So. Yeah, so again, I think specifically in cinematography, women are looked at as kind of small. Like, I'm only 5'4", you know, and then sometimes you're looked at like, oh, how is she going to hold that 15 kilogram camera? Like, how is she going to be able to do that, you know? So you do kind of get that kind of, I mean, it's a feeling you get when people look at you, and I know they don't mean it maliciously, but you kind of feel like they think you can't do it. And maybe it's just me, I'm quite stubborn when it comes to that. So I'll always kind of like, I'm fine, I can do it, you know. But that is something that, you know, I found I've dealt with a lot, is that kind of, it's not setting you up to fail, but sometimes you can kind of feel a little bit like people want to take over. Specifically men want to take over from you in that role. And you kind of have to fight for your, you know, strength and to prove yourself. So that's something I've dealt with, but it's not too bad, not too bad. Not a clue. Not a clue, no way. It was just a passion, it was all led by passion. I knew I didn't want to be a doctor, I knew I didn't want to be, you know, a teacher, anything like that. I just always wanted to follow my hobby. My hobby was film, was photography, was getting involved in that industry. And it was just a question of how do I make that a career. So just got involved in everything. That's like the biggest thing I can say, is just film clubs, making films, festivals, anything I could do. Followed that path, and it just kind of slowly made its way towards studying in college for me. But yeah, that's what led me to the industry, so. Not personally, because as I said before, like, I can do anything, women can do anything, like that's the main goal. But sometimes, yeah, again, you just kind of feel like when it's a male-dominated sector, you know, the film industry, your voice can be overshadowed a lot, and it's just about really, sometimes you have to push more than men do to get your voice heard, and just be stubborn about it. Your opinion matters, And as a woman, it definitely matters, you know, so you just need to get it across any way you can, because it is valid and it's important. So, yeah. I think the biggest thing, just out of the get-go, is just pick up the camera. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be an iPhone, it could be a, you know, €20,000 camera, it doesn't matter. Whatever you have, just pick it up and start using it. And just constantly teach yourself to learn. You know, you don't need to have the expensive equipment. It doesn't matter. Just learn as you go. Always be interested. Always be open to new things. Listen to people. Teach people. Anyway, anything you can do. Just pick up the camera. Get going. Get learning. You know, maybe look into other sectors as well. Look at editing softwares. You know, it doesn't have to be fancy. It can be free. There's loads of free ones out there. Just get involved. Get learning, and get networking with other people. I do know of one. They're a volunteer group called Women in Film and Television, and specifically Ireland, and they do great kind of webinars and kind of workshops all about getting women involved in film. And it's really interesting to hear other people's opinions, you know, and just joining those, even if you can network through those, that'd be brilliant, you know. And they do film festivals as well, so it's a great opportunity to showcase women's talent, especially Irish women's talent, which is so important to get across. So that's probably the biggest one. And then for young women in film, the Fresh Film Festival that's brilliant as well. Like, they really advocate for young women to get involved and to pursue a career in film. Yeah, the biggest advice I can give you is just get involved. Just get involved in anything you can. Any opportunity that comes your way, just join it, jump in. It doesn't matter. Like I said, your experience, you don't have to feel like you have to be experienced. So don't let something like that stop you. Don't let the fact you don't have equipment stop you. Don't let the fact that you feel like you're not ready for it stop you. Just dive in and figure it out as you go. And always be open to learning new things. It doesn't matter, even if it's not specific to cinematography. Learn sound, learn lighting. It's all relevant, and you know, any information you can learn from that will just help you pursue a career. It's brilliant, yeah. But get networking and get involved. So thank you guys for listening to me talk. I hope it was beneficial and helpful, and it'd be great to hear your opinions about this as well in the future.